It's time for Socially Awkward Media with Levack and Goss. Awkward on 104.5 The Team.
Socially Awkward Media, we take your tweets, we take your Facebook posts, and we bring them back for everyone to hear. Sometimes we agree with you, sometimes Goz makes fun of you.
Yes, if you want to be a part of Socially Awkward Media, there's a bunch of ways that you can do it. It doesn't have to just be Thursday. It's going to be all throughout the week. Hit us up, facebook.com/1045 The Team. Comment on some blog posts. Let us know what you're thinking. Also on Twitter, @1045 The Team. At the Jeff Levack, if you want to hit up Levack, or if you want to hit myself, Goz, @Tom Goz, TOMGOZZ. We're starting with Corey on Facebook first. Corey wrote in, hey, how about what Han and Humpty said earlier? The Jacksonville Jaguars offered the number 4 overall pick and their second rounder this year straight up for Eli Manning. Would you take it? I would say no, and no again, and then no again.
No.
I don't know what Corey was drinking when he posted that.
Well, if Han and Humpty said it, what are they drinking? Why don't we have it?
They may have just suggested it.
Well, I mean, Eli's going to retire a Giant. Let's make that clear. They've already given him the extension. He's there. He's not going anywhere. He's never missed a game. Like, why, you realize that it's not a joke when they say in the NFL the greatest ability is availability. He's never missed a game. 4,000 yards a year since McAdoo's been there.
And people wonder, like, oh, okay, well, we get the Jaguars' number 4 overall pick. We'll just get a quarterback and build for the future. No, it's not that easy. How many times have people missed on quarterbacks in the NFL draft? And then you're stuck with a Mitch Trubisky. You're stuck with a Deshaun Watson. You have a proven commodity in Eli Manning. You have an unproven number 4 overall pick. You're hoping rather than having. I'd rather have it.
You know who asked that question? People who don't remember Dave Brown, Danny Cannell, Jesse Palmer. I can go on.
Tim wrote in, he wrote O-line, D-line, D-end, linebacker in that order. Then we seriously need to start looking for our quarterback to take over when Eli's contract expires in 2019. He's talking about the priority list for the Giants this offseason.
I don't look at a quarterback this offseason. I agree with you. O-line, D-line. D-line, I think, is good because he probably said this before. Did he do this before the franchise tag?
Yeah, but he also may not be a fan of Jason Pierre-Paul, so he may move on from Jason Pierre-Paul and bring someone else in to play that defensive end position.
You don't have a choice now. Jason Pierre-Paul's your defensive end this year.
Well, they could move him still. They could trade him off to another team.
For $17 million? Nobody's doing that.
Well, hang on. They could say this, because if I'm not mistaken, it's the same franchise tag as the Josh Norman tag. Can't they revoke that franchise tag at some point and then let him hit free agency or work on a short-term deal and send him off that way?
I have to tell you that the least exciting part of any sport for me are the legalities. I'll say yes, they could, but they're not going to. They're going to negotiate a long-term deal with him. He's your defensive end for the next 5 years. And on the other side is Olivier Vernon. You've got a nice duo. You got some bookends. Start worrying about trying to get Jonathan Hankins back or something like that. But for me, a lot of what's going to happen this year is going to be on the offensive side of the ball. So, but I totally, as far as Eli goes, next year's going to be a way better quarterback draft. If you're looking to groom a kid, plus it's a lot easier for me to sell a kid on 2 years of backing up Eli than 3. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. Go next year for the quarterback.
Daniel wrote this in, though. Daniel wrote, I'm glad to hear someone else thinks that Patrick Mahomes could be a potential first-round draft pick. You and I saw Patrick Mahomes in Houston during Radio Row Week. I'm going to say this politely. He doesn't look like a quarterback. You know what I mean? Yeah. He had like a Jersey Shore, like blowout, weird look to him when he was walking around during Radio Row Week.
He's not very big.
No.
But those systems don't normally translate. But I'd like to see what he can do. I mean, I would definitely – I'd pick him up, late. Like, he's like a 5th, 6th round guy.
He's a better athlete than a lot of the other Texas Tech quarterbacks we've seen. His numbers, of course, he's a Texas Tech quarterback, are through the roof and insane, but I'm not doing cartwheels about this guy either. Daniel's also the one who tweeted in during the show, and the show actually stopped when he tweeted this in. He wrote, I think Colin Kaepernick just wasn't paying attention. Missed the national anthem, and then just ran with it.
Dude, I would love if, like, 5 years from now, he writes his memoirs and he admits to that.
I don't think that's true, though. It was multiple games. He had actually
Right, but once it
before.
happened and he saw the attention he was getting, he was like, nobody was paying attention to me. All I had to do was take a seat to take a stand. Look at me, I'm a martyr, and people are just killing me in the media.
Do you think he would have been criticized more looking back at this if he said, guys, look, I screwed up. I'm sorry. I sat down during the anthem. I'm so sorry. And be like, how could you sit down during the anthem?
Well, you mock him for a week and then he'd be over.
And you and I know this working in the media. A lot of people in the press room or athletes are doing their own thing. Buster only told us about this.
Right.
I know in the press box, sometimes when we're doing a live broadcast at live sporting events, we can't get up because we're tied to the booth. We're on the air.
Right.
Like, we're not trying to be disrespectful. You probably still do. I've seen it a lot of times in the press box where somebody's not getting up for it.
Yeah, I do. I stuck it up.
PJ wrote this in.
I do a lot of things I'm not supposed to do.
Yeah, you do. PJ wrote this in. And this might be one of them. Almost time for Levack to start talking about Bryce Harper going to the New York Yankees.
Future Yankee Bryce Harper. It's huge. Absolutely. I'm ready. Let's do it now. Right? Listen, my boy Clint Frazier is helping me with this. He's feeding the fire. He's tweeting to Bryce Harper, hey, man, let's go. It's going to happen. Buster started it. Buster rejoins us. I think March 30th is the first Buster. It's a Thursday. First question I'll ask him. Think we can get him sooner than later. Let's go.
Just bank on those questions. Every time the Yankees are playing well, and every time Bryce Harper is playing well, or if there's like a weird injury that week with Buster, we will be addressing it all the time.
Oh, yeah. Future Yankee Bryce Harper.
CJ wrote this, and CJ wrote, I put stickers on the window at my house, and the birds stopped flying into it. Good thing they didn't cost $60 million in reference to the new Minnesota Vikings stadium that is allegedly killing about 50 birds a week because the solar panel glass thing comes off as the birds can't see it and they're crashing into it.
I'll go to AutoZone right now. I'll buy out all the tint they got. We'll do one or two of them. It'll be great. I mean, I imagine there's a little bit more technology involved in an NFL stadium than stickers at your house, but he's got to have a point, though, right? Like, let's say $60,000 worth of window tint. Like, you can't call, like, the local, like, Auto Wizard or whatever, have them come in and tint the windows.
I don't know if the windows are like set up in a way that if they pull off the thing, like a piece of the stadium's going to come down. Because $60 million seems like a lot of money to.
Sounds to me like they'll replace the windows.
I guess.
Because if you put some kind of sticker and it cooks, it'll just bubble and everything. I don't know. Like I said, $60 million sounds like a cop-out number. I think he's right. I think it's a cop-out number to get us to leave him alone.
Facebook, 2 comments coming in from yesterday's Facebook live chat. Kyle wrote in, "Come on, Levack, you got to give the new guy, a new name."
Okay. I'm doing it. I'm telling the truth.
Don't do this to our guy.
I'm doing it.
Look at Kyle Q. They're bobbing. They're loving it.
I'm doing it. So, new guy, and this is why he's not getting a name, fell asleep during the broadcast. I know we're not always the most entertaining show, but I'm sitting there. I think we were talking to Will Brown, and all of a sudden a kid falls over behind me because he falls out of the chair sleeping. You do not get a name when you can't stay awake for a 4-hour show, 5-hour show.
To give you a visual of this, we are at a press box. So, like, we're
courtside.
We're courtside. So what he did, new guy, is he put his head where the press box is.
Oh, no, that's what he did afterwards. At this point, he's in one chair laying back, and he's got his feet up on the other chair, which, by the way, the feet up on the chair, I think was Roger Weiland's TV chair.
Ballsy move for the new guy.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. And then he falls. And then he falls.
I thought what had happened, he may have fallen asleep the second time where he had his head down.
Yes, that's what he did. That's the movie went to later.
And then it just.
All right, and I looked at him and I go, dude, go get a coffee.
I think his name's Garrett, by the way.
No, I don't know that. Okay. I don't know that, nor do I care to know. Why would you give him a name now when I'm out and I'm on the air?
I'm just guessing. I don't know. It could be. Maybe it's not him.
Also, new guy gets no name.
Also, Peter wrote in, Levack has a face for radio.
Peter, go get your 1975 joke book and give me a new one, okay? All right, I'm actually a pretty man.
Andrew,
Fat don't crack. I look very young.
I tried to get off that one quickly so Peter just get eviscerated by Levack.
And by the way, Peter, I saw your picture. Radio don't even watch you.
Andrew wrote it. Is the screaming really necessary at the beginning of every show?
But it's Stephen A. It was great. No, it's going away soon.
No, it's not.
We're keeping it?
I think we should keep it. And thank you to Andrew for always tuning in every day at the start of the show. The fact that you know what our intro is and now you're upset with our intro, I think is a compliment. I think it is.
All right, Andrew. For once, I was going to listen to you and get rid of it. Gaz taking the hard line and keeping it.
Greg wrote in.
God, stop it.
Greg wrote it. He wrote, the U is hands down the best 30 for 30. Not as epic as the event that the OJ won, it won an Academy Award, was culturally, but best production and interviews.
That's an argument I could have. You could win with 6 different of those. I love the U. That was really good. I love the Catholic Church of Convicts. There's been a couple. The one I just watched, the Magic.
The
Orlando
you know what?
Magic.
We're a little biased to that one, this Magic Moment, because it's got a little Capital Region connection there. I think one of the graduates who worked on that is from Shen High School, which is pretty cool.
Oh, see, like I'm not even going on that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going on the ones I really enjoy. Like that one was on. I stayed up to 2 something in the morning watching that one. I started watching it. I was like, oh, you know what? I'll set the DVR. And I just ended up staying up and watching the whole thing. That one's really, really good.
Winning Time with Reggie Miller against the Knicks.
No, I don't like that one.
How about Requiem for the Big East? The other one Ezra Elderman did about the old Big East days, Georgetown, Syracuse. I'm a little biased to that one, obviously.
Christian Laettner one.
I Hate Christian Laettner.
I Hate
really
Christian
cool.
Laettner's a great one.
That
reconciled Christian and I.
You have yet to watch the OJ one, though. 8 hours.
I won't. What is it, like 20 hours?
8 hours. It just won an Academy Award for Best Documentary.
That's all the more reason. You know what else I've never watched? All the things that won Academy Awards except for Suicide Squad.
What about this? And this is what we're going to close on. Dr. B tweeted it to me. This is what he said to me. I tweeted out, put your money on Zootopia to win Best Animated Film at the Oscars. Book it. Dr. B wrote back, Mona's got it in the bag, guys. Moana. Do your research. You take a week off, and you're off your game. By the way, the winner of the Oscar was Zootopia. He writes back, based on last night's results, I stand by a solid and now confirmed conspiracy against Moana.
I got to go with Dr. B. Anything that's got The Rock in it, I'm going to vote for. I haven't seen either, by the way.
Zootopia, I'll give you a hot take. Zootopia is the best film of the year.
What?
That's how good Zootopia is. I got to watch Moonlight,
I didn't see any of the other ones. I'm not going to watch La La Land. Moonlight I might watch, but I haven't seen the rest of them.
I already looked up Moonlight's plot, so like now it's in that spot where like I know what's going to happen, so maybe I shouldn't watch it. I didn't think I'd watch it. I didn't think it'd win. I thought La La Land was going to win.
My favorite movie, I think the only one I saw, Suicide Squad won Hair and Makeup.
Yeah.
So I actually watched a movie that won an Academy Award this year.